It's week 4 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Niners. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft from South Carolina by way of Oklahoma. It's Spencer Rattler.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now Rattler gonna throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
The Saints will punt this one away as he's standing right around his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, It's Purdy. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. One more time, it's Guerendo. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. He connects with Gray on that one.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On the ground is Mason. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Not a whole lot happening there, just a short pickup. Second down and 8. On the ground, here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rattler. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The Niners offense ready for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. Now, screen set up from Mason. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's complete to Mason. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll run. This is Mason. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 1st and 10. A run with Garenda. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll motion over Samuel. A 1st down throw for Purdy. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor 1st punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Rattler now back to throw. That deep for Olave. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's a run going left. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but it can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Niners offense ready to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 3rd down.
Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. The tight end Moreau is in motion. A run up the middle with Miller. First down and more. Past the 40. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. That is a big gainer for the Saints. It covers 63 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of the attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. Not much happening there, just a short gain. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll give it to Garendo. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot. But that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. Back to the air is Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same setup.
And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific play all the way around. finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the 49ers are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. He'll get this out wide. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Throwing is Rattler. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Now Rattler going to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Mason. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board just before halftime. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. Drake May, excellent in the victory as his guys move to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Chuba Hubbard, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural runs. You run up at the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
1st and 10 now from the 36. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Here's Purdy again. Through the air, connecting with Debo. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. Spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. Again in the air for Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll throw again with Purdy. To the goal line and in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. On comes Patterson for the PAT. It's up and good. And the 49ers move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Rattler now back to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Right back to him. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. A good down is an incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Rattler. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Now a toss play, running left. Open space inside the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
To the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. Looking to throw. Rattler in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that.
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Danny Gray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run. Here's Garendo. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be close to a 1st down. A little short, that tackle made at the 42.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The 49ers out for the punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll return it from the 11. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
So both teams trade as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Throwing is Rattler. And this ball incomplete on third down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Brandon Ayuk heading back onto the field with his 49er teammates. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here comes Garenda. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. So Kittle comes in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gray going to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw, it's Rattler. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. The Saints lining up in punt formation as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about it. returning that one. Whoa! Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On the ground, it's Garendo. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll complete that to his fullback. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers will extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now Rattler gonna throw. He connects with Gray on that one. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. They put Wilson in motion. Back to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Rattler now back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Need to score. They're going to need to speed up as they get to the line here. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, it's Garendo. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go again with Garendo. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. To throw, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? So Kittle comes in motion. They'll drop to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Throwing is Purdy. That's Gonna be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. That's deep for Olave. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be a little short of the first down there. He's up to the 45-yard line. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Danny Gray. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. Mason. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. In a victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.